All right, guys, another week officially behind us. Let's kick off the fantasy flyby with our cover 2 league. Let's go. So listen, Mac Diddy might actually run away with this whole thing. He is having quite the season. He is still sitting in first place with a very impressive record of 7-2. He got the win over Show Me Where It Hurts this week by about 15 points or so, which is not a huge margin, but funny story, what sealed the fate of Team Show Me Where It Hurts this week was the loss of both of his wide receivers, Drake London and Chris Olave. I said funny story because I have both of those wide receivers in our Air It Out League. I played both of those wide receivers too, and the exact same thing happened to me. I was devastated. But hey, a win is a win, so hats off to Mac Diddy this week, and he is soon to be 8-2 because he gets Spicy Curry this week, who has completely checked out on us. He left 3 empty spots in his lineup this week, so he, I think, has gone bye-bye. Yes. Yeah. So, yeah. But the beneficiary of Spicy Curry's apathy last week and making his debut for the first time, landing in the top 3 is Team Salty Nuts. He is another one that's been quietly making his way up in the rankings. No lie, I thought he was done for and all over with the Tua injury, and he had Tyreek Hill. When their offense fell apart, I thought there was no way he'd pull it off, but he rebounded nicely. Has found himself in the 3rd place spot, has the 2nd best record in the league at 6-3, so good stuff for him. And back in 3rd place, Team Who Dis. So he got the dub this week and displaced the $2.5 million man. It was a very, very tight one. Also, just a margin of, I think, 3 points between the two, but another wide receiver gone. The loss of A.J. Brown pretty much dashed the hopes of the $2.5 million man this week, while Lamar Jackson, D. Hopkins, Joe Burrow all did big numbers for Who Dis. And nice job, Who Dis, for pulling the trigger on putting D. Hopkins in the lineup. 28 fantasy points for him.
Very nice game.
Yep. Yeah. And bringing up the rear, now 1-8, still in search of the ever elusive 2nd win, Team GOAT. So another week with a ton of points on his bench, but I swear still all very reasonable choices. Don't know that I would have done anything wrong, but I swear if it wasn't for bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. So
it happens.
Maybe, hopefully he invest in that rabbit's foot I suggested for him quite a while back. But anyway, moving on to our flagship Air It Out League. Back in first place,
I am inevitable,
is Team Left Hand of Thanos in the number 1 spot. Who on earth expected Courtland Sutton to throw a touchdown pass this week?
And play the way he did. He was their whole offense in a game they got blown out. So
wow. Right. So his lineup to me was a little bit shaky. Side note, might be time to get rid of Sam Laporta, make some changes there. Yeah. But he got the dub against All the Smoke this week, knocking All the Smoke back into 2nd place. He also fell victim to the early exit of not 1 but 2 wide receivers, A.J. Brown and Puka Nacua. So very briefly, Puka Nacua was tossed out of the game for throwing a punch.
Yourself. Yeah.
It was a tap. It was barely a punch. But hey, I guess there, no tolerance, 0 tolerance policy on that sort of thing. So that basically sealed his fate. Yours truly, the Battle Beast, landed in 3rd place after taking the L to my arch nemesis this week, Team That Grizzly. Yeah. He hung 176 on me, led by the Chargers defense.
Which I dropped and he took.
Yeah, I'm very, very lucky to have the 3rd highest overall points in the league. So that's how I still landed in 3rd place after taking that L. But it's still anyone's game. 60% of our league is now 5-4. Still anyone's game.
No, wide open.
Wide open. Anyone that is, except for the Road Warriors. He is still bringing up the rear, 10th place. He did get a 2nd win. Yeah, he got a 2nd win, 2-7 now. In fact, he had the highest score this week, 195. Speaking of weekly scores, though, I let a milestone get by me in week 8. So in week 8, the Players Club hit the 200-point mark. And we didn't even notice that. I know we didn't say anything. So yes, that's a big one. He's the first 200-point game this season. Good stuff, Players Club. Sorry I missed it last week. So we'll pay more attention going forward. But all right, guys, but that is the recap for this week, guys.